have two special guests on our podcast today. Our first guest today has an experience of almost 2 decades as a HR professional. Currently, he is the HR team lead of one of the leading US healthcare IT company. Along with this, he is also the director of rural development at the Indian Development Foundation, the co-founder of SoVo Foundation, Mr. Anish Paliwal. And along with
Hi.
him, yes, sir. Along with him, we have Mr. Shashank Shetty. He has an experience of almost more than 15 years working in the leadership positions of for firms like the Gartner, the KPMG, and the list goes on. He's also the director of SoVo Foundation. So, without any further ado, let's dive right into this. So, shall we begin?
Great. Yes, yes.
So, sir, tell us about SoVo Foundation to our fellow viewers.
So SoVo Foundation, the community started in 2019, registered as a Section 8 company from 2021. So we got registered on 19th of February 2021. And it's a Section 8 non-profit organization based out of Mumbai. SoVo Foundation, so the term SoVo comes from social volunteers. So that's the how we got SoVo name. And we are a group of more than 50 volunteers.
Wow.
All working as volunteers, all are professionals working in different organizations across India. And we come together, we join hands, and we work for the community, we work for underprivileged, we work for children. That is what SoVo is all about.
Okay. So you're also the director of IDF. What were your responsibilities there? Was it something challenging, or what did you like? How did you bring a change about there?
Okay, so IDF is a 37 years old NGO. Initially, it was Indian Leprosy Foundation. Now it is Indian Development Foundation. It is spread across India with offices in major cities of India. And IDF's major focus is health, education, and development. What we do here is we support a lot of different causes through our different projects. So like we have projects under education, which is Ashai, which is Uran, which is SLP, a flagship project. Again, we have some rural development projects like Meri Pathshala. We have Hapy Gram. Then we have health projects like Dignity, where we support the adults and girls. We have Vision Center spread across Mumbai, and so on. So different focus on different areas, supporting health, education, and development. And at the same time, so what we do here is we focus on these the requirements of the community. We not only support the underprivileged in the urban areas, but we also support underprivileged in the rural areas through our basic projects that we have. When we speak about Ashai, it's education support project where we provide stationery kits to the children. This project was started by Shashank in 2014, and with supporting 77 children. And now in 2019, we were able to support 25,000 children with complete stationery kits across India. So giving them bags, textbooks, notebooks, everything that they need to complete their education. The focus is not only urban areas, but mostly in the rural areas where the scope of them getting chances of them getting dropped out of school is very high, because the family income is not much where they can support the child with the basic stationery items. Then the Dignity Project supports adults and girls by providing them sanitary napkins for entire year, with few other toiletries. Then we have Bal Gurukul, which is a school after school. And this project, we have more than 250 Bal Gurukuls across India. from Jammu Kashmir to Kanyakumari. And these are schools after school where we help the average students come up the learning curve. So we assign a teacher who will teach these students after school.
Oh. Something
so
like Teach for India.
You can say that, but here it is different because Teach for India, these are the volunteers who go ahead and teach. Where in this project in Bal Gurukul, we have a dedicated teacher for that school who will teach the students every day.
Wow.
Okay. So this teacher is paid by us, is on the roles of IDF. That is how it works. We have more than 250 Bal Gurukuls. Our target is to reach to 500 in the coming years.
Okay. So, sir, as far as I can understand, all this comes under the umbrella of IDF, but still, I was fairly intrigued by the concept of Annadanam. So, kindly enlighten our viewers about what specifically Annadanam is.
Okay. I think for that, I would want Shashank to spread more light on Annadanam because it's his brainchild and that is how it started. So, over to Shashank.
Thank you, Anish. So, Utkarsh, all Annadanam was not a project or it was not a concept where we thought of starting something. It was more of an idea which we very much like and which we then further thought of implementing or extending it to further donors. So how it all started is it all started when we during Ganesh festival we just gave a small contribution from our side from our personal pocket to the tribal area and they keep Ganpati and do their festive occasion on the festival occasion of Ganesh Chaturthi. And from the money which was just left, they offered the meals, okay, food to the tribal areas children there in that village, in that village, which we very much like the concept that with that money they saved some amount and they chose to offer food to the needy, okay, in the tribal area. So that enlightened us and then we continued that and we did it for my birthday and my wife's birthday. And when we started posting pictures in our social media, many people liked it that they can also celebrate their special occasions. See, we on our birthdays, on our special occasion, what we do is we choose to celebrate, right? We choose to celebrate with our loved ones and with the people who we want to celebrate with our close people. But
can you fix the mic for a sec?
Yes.
Mic for a sec. The voice is a little echoing. Yeah, it's okay. Clear now. Yeah.
Better now? Okay.
Yeah, better.
So Annadanam gives an opportunity to celebrate any special occasion of yours, of your loved ones, or any occasion with the tribal or the elderly children or the elderly by offering them meals, one-time full meal. So it's not just about a basic meal. Our meal contains dal, chawal, bhaji, a sweet, okay, and a fruit. So it contains all these things and if, during the Annadanam, we thank the donor, we collect the birthday wishes from the childrens, and then we share the videos and the pictures on the same day to the donors who is pledging for that specific day and for their special occasion. So it's all about the idea is feed to celebrate. To celebrate your special occasion, you can feed the childrens or the elderly. So this was the whole concept that we started from, and now per day almost we are feeding 700 meals a day on a daily basis. So it's like non-stop. We started on 2nd October officially, and today we are still serving 700 meals per day, that too by individual donors. It's not through corporates, it's not through support of any organization. It is purely through individual donors coming up and saying, I want to celebrate my birthday, I want to celebrate my anniversary, I want to celebrate my wedding. People are also celebrating their wedding. So it's like someone is calling for 100 people for their wedding. They want to double that joy and feed 100 children in the tribal area for that special occasion on their wedding. So it's all it's a concept of sharing your special occasion with the needy without doing much. They don't even need to come to that location and feed. They just need to inform us, our coordinators and our people who are there in the remote villages. They do all the setup, they do the Annadanam, and we They send us the pictures, and the pictures and the videos are sent to the donors. We can also arrange live video. We can also arrange live recording where they can even see the kids during that moment. That is also one of the options which are available. And the most important thing is these centers are mainly in the remote tribal areas because the need there is endless. If we go there, the opportunities are very less for children to come and ask for food. Even if they are hungry, they have to stay hungry. They can't go come to the road and beg because those are all very remote. They can't even walk that much and come and ask for food. They will not get the food. And rather in urban side, if someone goes begging, they can easily earn and eat at least a vada pav, right? So that's the difference between urban and rural area. That's the reason why our majority of the centers are based in the remote rural areas where we are trying to help them with at least one-time meal is assured through this Annadanam project. And now we have around 10 centers, and the centers which we have added recently is from one of them is with Bihar and one of them is in Jharkhand. So we are trying to add more geographical regions in our Annadanam centers, which will be
So you're
officially.
expanding.
We are expanding, and one more most important impact area. When I say impact, it's like a small portion of the Annadanam contribution, we keep it for rural development projects. So the idea is a small portion. So that means suppose a 5 rupees from the Annadanam meal will be saved for building a girls' toilet. Okay. So we are already in progress of building one girls' toilet, which will be ready by February mid. Okay. So a small contribution of the Annadanam meal goes to for rural development or the girls' toilet in the remote areas because the schools situations are very bad and there are no basic amenities in the schools there. So we thought of extending because no donor is the donors in fact like the concept that they are also able to help in the building infrastructure for the toilets. So our meal cost is only 40 rupees. In 40 rupees we offer dal chawal bhaji and a sweet, and in that 40 rupees also we are saving a small portion to build a girls toilet. So that's all the concept and the package looks like in Annadanam.
Interesting. So what is Hapy Gram?
So Hapy Gram. So Hapy Gram, if I have to say, it's all about it's a biggest umbrella. When we say an hierarchy, if we look a hierarchy tree, it sits on the top. So Hapy Gram will contain everything what a gram means a village, right? A gram means a village. So if you want to make a village happy, then what it needs is education and development, right? Education and development is the core assets of any village or any area or any district or any city, right? Education and development is the core impetencies. So these are Hapy Gram will be a umbrella which will have everything: Meri Pathshala, Ashaye, Annadanam, and Bal Gurukuls. It's a topmost section. So what we'll be doing slowly is the villages where we are associated, where we will be adopting, not officially, but it will be an adoption by heart, where we will be trying to develop each and every aspect of that village, be it education related, be it skill development, be it empowerment. So
360 development.
360-degree development, which will be covered under Hapy Gram. And if you might have observed, there is one P less in Hapy Gram. That is the reason that is because it is right now not happy. And we want to make it happy. So that P we need to introduce. So that P will come only when we make a realistic change on the ground. It's not just speaking and showing off that we are going to change, but actually bringing up that change. So that's why that P is less in that Hapy Gram.
Wow. So what was your experience working in Meri Pathshala?
So Meri Pathshala, again, as we said, it's a subset of Hapy Gram only. So Meri Pathshala, Meri Pathshala will contain the holistic development of any rural tribal schools. Okay. As I said, the situation or the condition of the tribal schools are not that great, and they continuously look for help so that they see. If I'm a student or if I'm a teacher, I would like to go to my school only when it looks good and I feel good. Okay, I'll be more excited to go to school each day if I can see a blackboard, nice paintings, and the toilet is good, and the infrastructure is good, the benches are good, there is electricity, only then I like to go to school every day, right? And even the teacher will be more excited to teach every day. So
Right.
this is a very simple concept of Meri Pathshala, is to support those schools who are in need, and all, but considering that the teacher in the school is also very enlightened, like he's very interested to teach the children. There are two
Right.
kinds of schools, right? A teacher might not be that keen or that interested, or may not be that excellent, and the other part is the teacher might be really very interesting and excited and enlightened, but he's not having that opportunity or the infrastructure to teach the kids. So we are choosing those schools where the teachers are brilliant, teachers are very, very good, and they have a dream. They should have a vision for that school and the children. So if they have a vision for the school and the children, we are there to support them. We will give them the infrastructure with regards to the education, with regards to development for the school, and the rest is will be assured from our side. So once first school under Meri Pathshala, which we have identified and which where the work is already in progress, is in called as Malavkar Pada, Zilla Parishad School Malavkar Pada, which is in Dahanu. Entire very completely remote area again. The school situation was pathetic. There was the toilet was not in shape. Not usable, not usable toilet. The flooring was such that you can't even walk on that. If you walk, you will go inside the flooring, because it was like 3 feet, right? 3 feet above the ground,
Uh-huh.
and they have put tiles. But if and the tiles were broken, and there was nothing between the tiles and the ground.
Oh.
So if you walk on the tiles, you will go beneath. Okay, so that was the current situation of the flooring, and the leakage is also bad. The roofs are leaking. It needs complete development, and the teacher is amazing. Our experience with that teacher is like he is ready to teach them even on Sundays, and the children are also ready to come on holidays and on Sundays. So that is a
Phenomenal.
difference that we saw in the teacher's mindset, and the teacher has a lot of vision. He wants to make it as an international school someday. Definitely, we will be there for him, and it's a very big dream. So at least even if we are able to change and give them the basic amenities first, it will help them to succeed in life. Because we are all come from good schools, right? So our
Right.
expectation, we never expected because our parents could put us in good schools, so we got good education. So why don't these children who are deprived of basic education get good facilities? So it's all about giving
Right.
them basic facilities for them to excel in life through education.
That's such a noble initiative you have. So, can you give us a sneak peek into, since you are doing a lot of things at the same time and all for the betterment of society, which is
Yeah.
something that is very rare to see these days. But still, can you give us a sneak peek into your upcoming projects? Like, how far do you want to go? Like, you're doing almost everything that you can for the betterment of, you know, uh, education and, basically in the field of social volunteering. So,
So
what next?
upcoming projects, so all our projects is directly proportional to the need. Okay, and even when we see for 2022, it has to directly reciprocate with what is actually required on the ground. So what we
Right.
observed in 2021 is there are many people in the rural side, in the entire interior rural, where they're not able to afford one-time meal. There are senior citizens who are not able to walk, who are handicapped, who don't have any source of income. So we have a
Right.
project called Annadanam Tiffin we have started. It's already
Mm.
started for 30 people, 30 senior citizens, where they are given 2 times meal. Both the times meal they are given during the afternoon in the tiffin. The tiffin is also provided by us, and they are rest assured that at least they can survive in life. Even if you don't
Right.
have any income, you are not able to walk, you are handicapped. Through Annadanam Tiffin, we are assuring them at least a basic food for their survival, so that they
Right.
can live happily. So that is one concept which we are going to take forward for 2022, which we thought that it's very needed in the rural side, majorly in
Mm.
rural side where they cannot afford to go out and beg or come or look for food. So
Right.
we need to give them the food. They did not wait for someone to come and give, right? We need to give them that food or the requirement.
Right.
That is one concept that we'll be building on. Annadana will definitely continue because it's purely based on the donor's requirement, right? Donor
Mm.
comes, say, it's my birthday, we want to celebrate. So that will continue to grow and will continue to implement it. And Meri Pathshala, where about school redevelopment. We are looking forward for more schools where the teachers are very keen for developing their schools and their students. So all those schools we'll be tying up and we'll be building, helping them build further. And through Hapy Gram, we will be starting up with different concepts. One village we will start up for with skill development, everything inclusive. Asha will be there, Bal Gurukul will be there, everything inclusive. We one under one umbrella, we will be starting a Hapy Gram project in one village in the tribal area. So everything will reciprocate or will be directly proportional to the need basis. If there is any other need which is very urgent and which will directly help on the ground, we will definitely take that up too. So everything will be for the people and by our volunteers and our team.
For the people, by the people. That's
the support of the donors, definitely.
That's great. So now we're gonna switch gears for a sec. Like I mentioned earlier, like both of you have an experience in the corporate world for almost 2 decades. What is the single most important thing that one should not miss out while entering in the corporate world? That you both think?
So one thing that someone should not miss out when they get into corporate world, I think it is opportunity. Now, while I say opportunity, it is the learning opportunity that I'm talking about and not growth opportunity. So growth will definitely come, like Baba Ranchhod Das has said, beta काबिल बनो, तो success आपके पीछे आएगी, कामयाबी खुद आएगी. So it's the same thing that the youth should follow when they are getting into corporate world. They should focus on learning opportunities that they get. The more you learn, the more you understand how the company works and the product works, you will definitely get the growth in the coming years. As and when you get to learn something new, grab that opportunity and learn. And if you continue to do that, definitely you will be an expert, a subject matter expert someday, and that will help you get into the higher roles in the coming years. So this is one message that I would like to share with the youth. And definitely, Shashank, if you would want to add something to it.
Sir, Mike.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So considering that I have worked for corporate for more than for 12 years now, and also and equal years into social service as well. So I would say that it's some completely so easy to be balance out both the things. It's not that you will ever fall short of time. And I heard many people saying that, oh, I don't have time for social service. I have a lot of work. I'm in the corporate world that it's like 24 hours working. So I'm not able to put time and effort for social service and all. It's all a myth. If you can balance your life, and if you want to learn and explore and grow more, you should always connect to NGO with whom you can actually work on the ground. It's also important to work on the ground and to be part of something which you like. It's also about liking and the passion. It should drive to your passion, and you should be able to help them grow as well. It's not just about connecting to an NGO. It should help the NGO and it should help you as well. And if you are able to help an NGO or the people that are in need, you can definitely help yourself grow and prosper in life. So it's very easy. Connect with someone whom you think or who is inspiring you with their work. Be it anyone. We are not talking about IDF as an NGO or a social foundation as an NGO. Connect with any NGO with whom you feel that that they are doing really amazing work on the ground. But do connect with someone because we only can change the country. If you are waiting for the politicians to change the country, it's definitely not going to happen. It's about us. It's about changing people and the mindset. Once we are able to change the people and their mindset, we are definitely will be able to see that growth and development that we wish to see in our country. And it's definitely possible.
So having big goals is not an issue, but we should start on the micro level to see some, practical, let's just say, practical conversions, right? So we should start from the micro level and then we can go big, right? It takes time. That's what you're trying to say. So, yeah, say.
Yeah, that's right. No, we covered both.
Is there any issue that you both identify with the coming generations, or the youth of 2020 or something like that, and there is any advice that you would like to give the people who are in their 20s in this generation?
For me, it's not about issue. It's all about a change or something that we need to do. Is
Right.
one important term is focus. There should be if you are focused in life, even if you are being part of multiple aspects and multiple dimensions in your life, you are enjoying your enjoying your work life, enjoying your personal life, personal space, and everything. But you need to have focus in life. If you have a focus and goal to achieve something or to help someone, then you will definitely do well in life. So that is one aspect which I completely believe, and that is one aspect which I completely believe. And you should have a vision, your vision for your life, and vision for your growth and prosperity. So the focus and vision, which I believe should one individual or a youth should definitely have in life. Anything else, Anish?
Yeah, just to add, I think that Shashank has correctly identified and has mentioned the reason or what you should have.
Right.
While we have the vision and vision for the growth,
Right.
uh, and correctly said by Shashank, that it is not possible that someone does not have time. It's all about priority that we all know. And if a youth can spend half an hour a week for social service, just calculate the number of hours that you will put in social service across India. Half an hour per week, every youth.
Right.
If we are like 30 crore youth population in India, 30 crore into half an hour weekly. The number is humongous. We can bring the change that we want to bring in this country, in our community, in our society, in our locality, in our city, in our state. That change can be brought. All that the youth has to do is spend that half an hour. We are not saying that stop watching Netflix. We are not saying that stop partying. We are not saying that stop chatting with your friends or spend time on Instagram. We are not saying that. Practically, if we say, people are not going to follow that. All we are saying is that remove half an hour from that on a weekly basis and spend half an hour for someone that is in need.
And many of us actually, even if we say half an hour, many of us think that where should I connect? Where should I go? I want to do something, but right? They can easily approach us. We are anytime available. All our volunteers, we actually give them work on the ground so that they are all be part of it. Just having someone in the team doesn't help. We need to give them some responsibility and some actionable items. So if you are still looking for someone who are not able to connect with us. We are all young volunteers like you all. We would like to be part of get you part of our team and to help everyone grow. So this is what I would say, and this is a bigger chapter of SoVo Foundation. As you said, SoVo is social volunteers. So it's all about connecting volunteers to social issues or the causes. So this will be the bigger chapter of social volunteers. Like we will be having chain of volunteers who will be associated with us, and we will help other NGOs also to in their volunteering work, because they will also need volunteers. So through SoVo Foundation, we will help them get those volunteers to do that social work.
Right.
And they can connect with us on Facebook, on Insta. I think Insta is trending today. So on Insta, page is annadanam.in. Shashank and me are also on Instagram. They can go on this page of Annadanam. It's annadanam.in, ANNADANAM.in. Like, follow, and message us there, and we will connect with them. We'll give them work. If we find any issue that they are facing to give their time to social cause, definitely we will help them out. Boundaries doesn't matter. We have volunteers in and around Mumbai. We have volunteers beyond Mumbai as well who are helping us out. We have work that we can do in different part of the country.
Right.
So we can definitely connect the youth to the causes where they can spend time, where they can spend their energy and give positive output.
Okay. That was great. So it was a treat having you both on our podcast, and I'll attach the link to your foundation in our description down below. And it feels great when someone does thing like that, like someone tries to bring a change in society, and you have done it to such a greater extent, and you are urging the youth to connect to you. Like that's something phenomenal. And these are the things that I think our whole youth, not just youth, people especially of our nation, are going to be proud of. And on that note, this is Utkarsh from Flame of Thoughts, ending this podcast.
Thank you so much, Utkarsh.
Yes, sir.
A great weekend.
Okay.